What's up, guys? Welcome back to ChiefCon TV. Thank you for watching another one of my videos. So in this video, I want to cover probably one of the most difficult things to memorize before boot camp, and that's the 11 general orders of the century. They're a little bit difficult because, well, we have 11 of them. They're kind of long. Some of them are long, and it's like memorizing pretty much a whole new language. So I want to give you guys the first couple of words of each one and give you guys some memorization tips. If you like this video, remember to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel. As always, follow me at NCCCon on Instagram. I'll follow you guys back. Okay, let's get started. What are the 11 general orders? The 11 general orders are pretty much rules that you need to follow while you're on watch. Those are your guidelines. If you follow these rules, you will not go wrong while you're on watch. So whether you're at the gate armed up or you're in the engineering plant taking readings, these are the rules you need to follow, okay? Also, how you want to practice these general orders. So in boot camp, or even while you're waiting to leave for boot camp, you always want to practice like this. When somebody asks you what your general order is, you want to call them by the title, say the general order, and then finish with the title. So for example, if a chief asks you, hey, what's your first general order? You say, Chief, my first general order is, give the general order, and then finish it with chief. Same thing if it's an officer. You say, ma'am, my first general order is, sir, my first general order is. That's how you want to do it. So let's get started. First general order. I come into a room. What am I going to do the first second that I come into? There's actually Sailor's Creed going on in the other room. I don't know if you guys can hear it. We'll cover that video, or we'll cover the Sailor's Creed in a different video. So I walk into a room. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take charge of this post. So my first general order is to take charge of this post. All right, so that's my first general order. Remember that, guys. To take charge of this post. That's the first thing I'm going to do when I walk into a room. To take charge of this post. I want you guys to say it. The more times you say it, the more you memorize it. All right. So remember to take charge of this post. Second general order. I got there. I took charge of this post. Okay, great. But I'm not just going to stand there or sit around. What am I going to do? I'm going to walk my post in a military manner. So my second general order is to walk my post in a military manner. Now, why do we do it in a military manner? We have something called being a hard target. If you walk your post in a military manner, looking professional, looking like you're in the military, no one's going to mess with you. So my second general order is to walk my post in a military manner. Third general order. While you're on watch, you have things that you need to report, right? You're looking out for something. So my third general order is to report all violations. All right, and remember, these are just the first couple of words, okay? So my third general order is to report all violations. I want you guys to say it. Okay, fourth general order. Let's say I get a call, and it's from far away, or I need to repeat the call to someone else while I'm on watch. Let's say someone radios something in. My fourth general order is to repeat all calls. Because think about it, if I get, let's say I get a call while I'm on watch and, it's muffled on the radio or I don't hear it, what am I going to do? I'm going to repeat it back, right? So my fourth general order is to repeat all calls. Let's do a quick recap. First thing I do when I walk into a room is what? Take charge of this post. So my first general order is to take charge of this post. Second thing I do, I'm going to walk my post in a military manner. So to walk my post in a military manner. Third general order is, let's say something goes wrong, what am I going to do? I'm going to report all violations, or I'm going to report all violations. So my third general order is to report all violations. Fourth general order, a call comes in, it's muffled, it's too far, what am I going to do? I'm going to repeat all calls, so to repeat all calls. Fifth general order, man, I'm ready to get off watch. It's been a long day. But guess what? I can't leave until my relief gets there. So my fifth general order is to quit my post only when properly relieved. Don't ever leave until you are relieved, okay? So my fifth general order is to quit my post only when properly relieved. Sixth general order. All right, fifth one is kind of short, so I gave you the whole thing. Sixth general order is a little bit long. It's probably one of the hardest ones to memorize other than the 11th one. But your relief gets there. What are you going to do? you're going to receive, obey, and pass on to the sentry who relieves you. All right? So, to receive, obey, and pass on to the sentry. But it's to receive, obey, pass on to the sentry who relieves me. I know I said you, but I'm talking to you guys, that's why I said you. This is how you could memorize it, right? When you're getting relieved on watch, you want to tell that new relief or that new sentry or that new watchstander everything that happened. You want to tell him or her what you're looking out for, what happened, if anything went wrong while you were on watch. So, to receive, obey, and pass on to the sentry. Okay, remember that. 7th general order, this one's kind of like cut and dry, but it's to talk to no one except in the line of duty. Pretty simple. You guys can remember that. To talk to no one. All right, 7th general order. 8th general order. This one is also kind of simple. Let's say you're walking around and there's a fire somewhere. What's the first thing you're going to do? We might try to put it out, but in this case, don't try to put it out. In this case, you want to call 911, right? So your 8th general order is to give the alarm. And it doesn't just have to be a fire. Let's say it's a fight somewhere or something is going wrong. First thing you're going to do is you're going to give the alarm. So 8th general order is to give the alarm. All right, and again, it's a little bit longer. I want you guys to look into it. 9th general order is to, and this one takes a little while just because it's a little bit strange. Well, not really. To call the officer of the deck in any case not covered by instruction. So what does that mean? Let's say I'm doing something. By the way, guys, there's nothing in here. It just, I wanted to open it for like cinematic purposes, but there's nothing in here. And there's nothing behind me that I'm reading the general orders off of. Anyway, 9th general order. To call the officer of the deck in any case not covered by instruction. Who is the officer of the deck? The officer of the deck underway is up on the bridge most of the time. In port, the officer of the deck is standing on the quarterdeck. It's one of the first people that you'll see when you come onto the ship. The quarterdeck is most of the time the entry point to the ship. Let's say you're doing something and something's not written down somewhere, or it's not exactly in black and white on how you should do it. Don't guess. That's how people get hurt, and that's how things break, is by guessing. So what are you going to do? You're going to call the officer of the deck in any case not covered by instruction. Okay, so that's your 9th general order. 10th general order. Let's say I'm walking around on the ship, on the airfield, wherever. Maybe not on the airfield because sometimes they don't wear covers. Let's say on the ship. Let's say you're walking around on the ship and you see an officer and you're topside and you're covered. What are you going to do? You're going to salute the officer, right? So my 10th general order is to salute all officers. Now, let's say the national anthem is playing and they're raising the ensign. What are you going to do? You're going to salute the ensign, right? So to salute all officers and all colors. Colors are, flags and ensigns. So ensign, all right? So to salute all officers and all colors and standards. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It took me about 4 years to figure this one out. What is a standard? A standard is like a sword or a cutlass. You'll see, you're able to salute with it when you get to boot camp. You're going to be able to see that. So, to salute all officers and all colors and standards not cased. Pretty simple, right? So, remember, 10th general order, to salute all officers and all colors and standards not cased. Okay? 11th and final one, again, this one's a little bit long. This is probably the most obvious one. When did things go wrong the most? At night. So 11 starts off with to be especially watchful at night. All right, again, it's a little bit longer, but that's what it starts off with, to be especially watchful at night, because that's when things break, that's when things go wrong, that's when bad people try to do bad things. So 11, to be especially watchful at night. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a link to the e-dep guide in the description, so you can go on there and go under general orders, and all of them will be there. But what I'll do now is I'll just do a quick recap. So first thing I do when I walk into a room, to take charge of this post, right? Then I'm going to walk my post in a military manner. So that's my second one, to walk my post in a military manner. I have violations that I want to report, so to report all violations. Let's say a call comes in from far away. What am I going to do? I'm going to repeat that call. So to repeat all calls from posts. Fifth general order, I want to leave. I want to get off watch, but guess what? I can't leave until I'm properly relieved. So fifth, to quit my post only when properly relieved. Sixth, my relief just got here. What do I want to do? I want to do a turnover. So to receive, obey, and pass on to the sentry who relieves me. All right. Seventh, I don't want to be out there talking, Snapchatting while I'm on watch or while I'm on the ship, or I guess you could do it while you're on the ship sometimes. Not on watch. So, seventh general order, to talk to no one except in the line of duty. Eighth general order, if something's going wrong, if there's a fire or something like that, what are you going to do? You're going to give the alarm. So to give the alarm. Ninth general order, let's say something's not written down somewhere, you're unsure about it. What are you going to do? You're going to ask. So to call the officer of the deck in any case not covered by instruction. 10th general order, what do we do for officers? We salute them. To the ensign, we salute it. So to salute all officers and all colors and standards in that case. By the way, about the 10th one, another thing. The ensign is the American flag. I know it's also the first rank of officers. However, the ensign, American flag. It took me like 2 years to figure that one out. Okay, sorry. Finally, 11th one, when do things go wrong the most? At night. So to be especially watchful at night. Watch this video multiple times, read the general orders, memorize them. I promise it's going to make boot camp a lot easier. All right. As always, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram at NCCCon. I'll follow you guys back. Ask me any questions you guys have. I'm planning on making some more videos on how to memorize the Sailor's Creed and stuff like that. But yeah, that's about it. Good luck in boot camp, guys. Again, memorize these general orders. You'll be fine, and boot camp is going to be a lot easier for you. Thanks.